now we're in phase three. In your ideal life, phase three is all about dreaming. A lot of people say life is what you make it. And, for the most part, they're right. But dreaming big and taking steps towards those dreams is really what good stewardship of those passions and talents that God gave us is about. That's what we should be doing. So in this lesson, we're going to dive deep into how we can turn our dreams into reality, the dreams that God gives us. So let's start by exploring where you're happiest. So picture your dream house or landscape. Is it a cozy cabin tucked away in the mountains with a crackling fireplace? Or maybe it's a sleek, modern apartment high above the bustling city. Perhaps you even imagine a peaceful cottage by the sea with a salty breeze drifting through the open windows. So just take a moment, close your eyes, and just envision your dream home, your dream landscape, your dream garden, your dream yard. Even if this dream feels out of reach, it still can guide you toward what brings you joy. For example, if your heart longs for the ocean, but a beach house isn't in your budget, you don't live in a place that has a beach, you could make a point to visit the coast whenever possible, feeling the sand between your toes, listening to the waves, soaking up that fresh sea air. Small steps like these can bring pieces of your dream into your daily life. And if you struggle with dreaming or with visualizing, try closing your eyes and imagining those details. People who score high on the S on the DISC test, the stable, might have a hard time dreaming. So for those people, this exercise might really help. So picture your dream house, close your eyes. Picture your dream house. Is it sunny? Is it sort of open concept space with large windows that lets in tons of natural light? Or is it a small, quaint little home with ivy crawling up the walls and a secret garden in the back? Imagine the color of the front door. Maybe it's a bold, inviting red, or maybe a calm blue. Now think about the living room. Are the walls a warm, sunny yellow or a real deep, soothing green? Perhaps your current home is neutral, but the house in your mind is filled with vibrant colors. This doesn't mean you need to move immediately, but you can start adding small touches like a colorful accent wall or fresh, bright cushions. So, okay, after envisioning your dream house, we'll explore other aspects of your life, like your ideal job or your hobbies. Next, we'll think about your ideal partner. So visualize them not just in terms of looks, but personality. Who are they? Are they someone who loves adventure? Or do they enjoy quiet nights in, sharing deep conversations over coffee or tea? Imagine the things you want to do together. Maybe it's hiking through a forest or volunteering together at a local charity. If you're already in a relationship, think about what you love most about your partner. Are they kind? Are they kind? Are they patient? Are they supportive in ways that make you feel really valued? And reflect on these, whether these traits align with your dreams, and then consider what steps you can take to nurture this further in your relationship. Okay, so now let's turn to focus on yourself. So what characteristics do you want to develop? So picture yourself confident, speaking easily in front of a crowd, or perhaps mastering a new skill, like playing the guitar, painting, cooking, like in a restaurant cooking. Maybe there are parts of your appearance you'd like to change. Imagine yourself feeling fit and energetic after starting a new exercise routine, or looking really polished and stylish in a wardrobe that reflects your true self, your character. So then ask yourself, what does luxury mean to me? And for some, luxury might be the feel of soft, crisp sheets on a beautifully made bed, the taste maybe of a real decadent piece of chocolate dessert, or Maybe it's a spa day with soothing music, warm towels, and a calming massage. Well, think about what an ideal day would look like for you. Maybe it starts with a morning walk, followed by brunch with friends at a cozy cafe, and then it ends with reading a great book by the fireplace. Consider both your perfect day at work, where everything flows smoothly and you feel like you're really accomplishing things, and also your ideal day off, where you feel relaxed and rejuvenated, refreshed, energized. Finally, look at all your dreams and think about which steps can you take today to make these dreams a reality? To make your vision concrete, create a collage or a vision board with a picture of yourself in the middle, surrounded by images that represent your dreams, whether it's places you want to visit, skills you want to learn, qualities that you want to develop. Make this visual. Remember, dreams bring us into joy and bring us into purpose, and then lay them at God's feet and take small steps towards them, trusting that each step brings you closer to the life that you envision and the life that God is leading you to. So now I'm going to be talking to you about something called feasibility. In this part, we're going to be working a little bit more with the future part of the Total Balance program. Now, together with your client, you're going to be thinking about what they desire when imagining their future. What are the dreams that God has put in them personally, uniquely, that when they imagine their future, what are those? So some might wonder, whether there's too much focus on what we can make of our lives, because, truth be told, a big part of our lives is about what happens to us, right? It's not about setting the goal of buying that house at the beach, but realizing actually here what you deeply desire. What has God put in you uniquely that you enjoy? Helping our clients take steps towards their dreams might take some creativity from you as a coach. You need to be sure to ask those right questions to get your client to come up with ideas and to get them to open up, to get them to dive deeper into dreaming and discovering what makes them really light up. So as we mentioned, you can make a point to visit the beach as much as possible. Or if your client's dream is, a mansion, by asking those good questions, you're going to find out that they actually just really like the luxurious vibe of the interior. What are some of the other things that we can envision for ourselves in the future? And this ties back to the idea of creating a vision for our future and understanding the concept of self-fulfilling prophecy. What are we prophesying about ourselves? What are we saying about ourselves? What are we creating with our words? Now, everything we think and believe about our future influences our choices, whether we think it does or not, and often without us even realizing it. So if, for instance, if you see the beach as a happy place and you've taken the time to reflect on that, you might find yourself spontaneously deciding, you know what, I think I'm going to go to the beach today. I'd really enjoy that. If you've never considered it, you wouldn't even think of it at all. And that's why it's so important to engage in exercises like these. If you're only thinking negatively about yourself, about the future, it's never going to work. It's never going to happen. This probably won't work. This isn't a good idea. Those negative ideas are going to influence your decisions just as easily as a positive one would. And it's crucial to look honestly and carefully at our thoughts, just because they control everything, but because it helps us set our minds in the right direction. It's not about predicting the future, or making everything happen exactly as we mention it. It's about priming our brains for better choices, better thinking, being creative in what we're thinking, lining our thoughts up with the Bible, with what the Bible says, with what God says, with His perspective. So, okay, what are the qualities that make me desire this? How can I bring those qualities into my life right now? For example, if you dream about living in a villa or a farmhouse or by the sea or a forest, ask yourself, what draws me to that? Why do I long for a farm or the forest? And how can I bring those elements into my daily life? As a coach, you can explore creative ways to do this with your client. It's not about controlling the future. It's about recognizing what God has placed in your heart and finding creative ways to really enjoy that, live it out, and be authentic in who you are. It's about aligning with what truly matters to your client and helping them make choices that reflect those deep desires that God gave you. He'll bless you on your journey to find out what you're dreaming about.